Doki, hello.
Kunle the Olofofo specialist. How are you and your family doing? I greet you.
Doki, we dey alright o. But I dey think how I go take protect Junior. May he no go sick like my neighbor pikin.
Oh, okay. What is wrong with your neighbor's child?
Na so cough the boy dey cough o. And him nose dey run like tap. If you see the eyes, both of them red like person wey dem give double slap for eye.
A few questions for you, Kunle. With your investigative journalism skills, I'm sure you will have answers to my questions.
Doki, you shall like to dey farms me, sha? Okay, ba wahala. Which question?
Did the child have any discharge from the eyes or any rash on the body? Besides, how old is this child?
Oh, na true, Doki. The boy get rash all over him body. And, well, I no see discharge from him eye, sha o. The boy na like 2 years old.
Well, Kunle, I have reason to believe that this child might have measles, which is a vaccine-preventable disease. Any idea if this child got all the necessary vaccinations in the first year of life? And I hope the child has been taken to the hospital for care.
Vaccination care? Hospital care? You see this my neighbor, I don't talk tire mouth dey pain me. Dem believe say vaccination na bad thing. Na wetin all these big companies dey use chop our money and dey put disease for our pikin dem body. And to go hospital if dem sick, na lie o. Na so concoction dem go put together dey use. Dem no trust doctor at all.
Okay, the problem is obvious now. Obviously, all these conspiracy theories have gotten into the head of your neighbor. Quite sad, really.
But Doki, walai, e dey hard not to believe these people, no. Because me I see all the drama wey happen during that COVID time. And this HPV vaccine wey dey talk say make all our young girls come collect now. Me I dey think am o.
Kunle, please let me confirm that Junior got all his vaccinations and your daughter is getting same.
Doki, you suppose trust me now. It just be say all this argument wey my neighbor dey argue dey make me think.
Okay, Kunle, let's talk about vaccines, how they work, and why it is important to ensure our children get all the necessary vaccines and booster doses.
Okay, Doki, I dey hear you.
Vaccines are made either from the small quantity of a live germ, from a killed germ, or some other part of the germ. And when introduced into the body, it stimulates the body's immune system to develop special soldiers that can help to fight the infection effectively when that germ comes into the body at a later date.
Doki, so now they put disease for children body, they call them vaccine.
Calm down, Kunle. Listen well. The amount of what is introduced into the body, whether a killed or a live vaccine, is not enough to cause disease in someone who has a normally functioning immune system. But it causes a response, which is the reason why post-vaccination, a child can develop a fever or pain and redness around the site of the injection.
Okay, Doki, I dey follow.
Good. So, Kunle, when a germ enters the body sends untrained soldiers to fight this infection. And sometimes it turns out to be a losing battle. But the body learns from the experience and begins to train specialized soldiers with specialized weapons to fight that infection if that germ ever comes back into the body later.
Doki, soldier bitiba weapon how? Now no gunman body dey fight.
Kunle, oh, what a wonderful way you have put it. A new germ entering the body for the first time is like an unknown gunman. But after that exposure to the germ, it's no longer an unknown gunman, and there are special soldiers that are ready to deal with the infection if it comes again.
Okay, Doki, how this one come concern vaccine?
So, Kunle, when a vaccine is introduced into the body, it mimics that first experience the body has with a new germ, and the body immediately starts to produce specialized soldiers that can fight the infection if it ever comes in contact with the body. So I'm sure you can guess what that means.
Yes, so Doki. It means say when that germ enter the body later, the body go don dey ready with better soldiers with bazooka to break the head of the yamayama germ make body no fall sick.
Beautiful, Kunle. You are an attentive listener. So you see why vaccines are very important. With routine vaccinations, we have successfully eradicated very serious diseases like smallpox, yellow fever, even polio.
Oh, Doki, no be polio without ropa-rose disease wey dey paralyze children, and e be like say that thing plenty for north.
True, Kunle. It rendered many children paralyzed, and some of them now all grown. You see them moving around on those their mobile carts or on wheelchairs. And guess why it seemed to be so rampant in the northern part of our country?
Doki, they know they like all this vaccination thing for that side though.
Yes, Kunle, it took a lot to achieve the success that we have now achieved with polio and other vaccine-preventable diseases, especially in the northern part of the country. We're still battling a lot of vaccine-preventable diseases, some that are prominent, especially in the northern part of the country, because of the weather, others because of their poor reception to vaccination. An example is meningitis.
That meningitis thing, I don't see am before. We get one person like that wey pikin get am. Na like 4 weeks the pikin dey hospital. From ordinary temperature, the pikin start to vomit, dey convulse. Before you know am, e enter coma. By the time the pikin come back, to see, to hear become wahala.
So you see, Kunle, we need to work together to bring an end to vaccine-preventable diseases. There are vaccines that are available free of charge on our national program for immunization. Vaccines against diseases like tuberculosis, pneumonia, meningitis, tetanus, diphtheria, and many more.
Oh, Doki, even tetanus, no be that thing wey person dey get from sand or rusted metal if e injure person.
Yes, Kunle, you are right. We give it to pregnant women too to prevent their newborn babies developing tetanus, because certain soldiers can cross from the mother's body into the baby's body to protect them against certain infections, especially in the first 6 months of life.
So, Doki, e mean say we need more vaccines be that to deal with plenty disease wey dey disturb our children and even adults sef?
Yes, Kunle. Rotavirus, for example, is the commonest cause of diarrheal diseases in children under the age of 5. And thankfully, rotavirus is part of our national program for immunization. If you remember our conversation about diarrheal diseases, they can be very serious if not well taken care of.
Okay, so Doki, if person get vaccine, e mean say person no go get the disease again for im life, abi?
Not entirely so, Kunle. What vaccines do is either prevent people from getting the disease at all, or if they do get the disease, it makes the disease much less severe and with little or no complications. And that's why for some of the vaccines, we talk about getting booster doses that helps to increase the population of those special soldiers in the body fighting those kinds of infections.
But Doki, this thing wey dem dey talk about these big companies wey dey make vaccine, no be true. No be our money dem dey try chop. See all the drama wey happen during COVID.
Well, Kunle, it is hard to say there is no truth to the fact that some companies are out to get money. However, we have facts and figures to prove that vaccines have helped in dealing with a lot of diseases. So rather than focus on the conspiracy theories, how about we focus on the benefits that we have gotten and we will continue to get from vaccines? If we choose to focus instead on those conspiracy theories, we might end up like your neighbor whose child is now very sick and may die if not promptly taken care of.
Doki, I no wan make my neighbor pikin die o. Make I quick go tell am all the things wey he talk. Maybe he go hear me, carry him pikin go hospital, even make sure say all him pikin dem get vaccine. We go dey see, Doki.
Please do that, Kunle. I hope the child does well. See you later.